What's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be showing you how to make an industrial centrifuge in Feed the Beast, and then ultimately silicon cells, because the silicon cells can be used in solar panels, which, as far as I'm aware, pretty early on in the game, are a pretty decent source of energy. So yeah, there's a lot of steps to making this. I've made this as easy as possible. I've told you what you need to make, how you make the things, and I've set up a couple basic engines. Is that what they're called? Basic machinery that you're going to need to make this. So, it may seem a bit overwhelming, but it's so worth it. Don't be put off by all this. I know it looks like a lot, because it is a lot, but it's really not when you get into it. So, first off, you're going to want, I'd say, 4 basic machines. You're going to want a macerator, a rolling machine, a compressor, and a furnace. These are electric ones, just for the example, because they're a little faster, but standard furnace work just fine. Also, a couple items you're going to need. You're going to need a fair amount of tin, copper, and iron, and also coal, and also flint and or gravel. So, those are just a couple basic things. Also, redstone, lapis, and glowstone. Like I said, it may seem like a lot, but it's a lot of basic materials, so it's not much like looking around trying to find a lot of stuff that's difficult to get. So I guess without further ado, we can start. Now, 2 of the main things you're going to need are advanced alloys and carbon plate. Now, we get these. I'll first go over how you make the carbon plate. So we're going to take a stack of coal. I don't think you necessarily need a stack. We're going to come over to our macerator. We're going to stick the coal in here. I've overclocked this up so it shouldn't take long. Make sure it's day, so solar panels. Like I was saying with the solar panels, pretty decent source of energy. This amount will take quite a while to get in game, in survival, but just for the purpose of this, I'm using them. So we're going to cook up a load of this, maybe shove some more in here, because we are going to need a fair amount. And we'll wait till we've got a decent amount of this. Okay, so we've got our coal dust. Now we're going to take this into our crafting table and make raw carbon fibre. I'm going to make all of these. Again, put carbon fibre in here. I'm going to do that, and now we're going to get raw carbon mesh. Now, you're going to take the carbon mesh, and if I remember rightly, you're going to put it in the compressor. We're going to make this, and it's going to give us carbon plate. Now, just thinking, I think we're going to need more of this. So, I'm going to grab some coal. That ain't going to work, is it? Let's go ahead and grab some coal. Where is it? Let's search for it. So yeah, lately I've been playing a lot of Feed the Beast. And these are the sort of basic things that took me a while to do. And I don't want you guys to be in the same situation. So this is why I'm doing this video. Now, we've got our carbon plate. So that's one step completed. The next thing we're going to need are these advanced alloys. Now this is what we need the tin and the copper and the iron ingot for. Now with the iron ingot, what we're actually going to need, if I just get out of this, we're going to need, I forget the name, you need refined iron. And to make refined iron, you just cook up iron in a furnace. I can give you refined iron. Now, to make the advanced alloys, we're going to need this run machine, like we had before. And you're going to lay it out. No, you're not. We're going to make bronze. Now, to make bronze, you just put tin like that, and then surround it by copper. Now, we'll make about 24. Should be a decent amount. Now, in the rolling machine, we're going to lay it out like this. We go bronze first. Forgive me if I mess this up first time. I'm not overly confident with the recipe. Like that. Or not. Right, it's one of the 3. We'll get there eventually. There we go. So it goes refined iron, bronze, tin. Now, rolling machine's weird. To power it, you're actually going to need a different type of engine called a Stirling Engine. Again, these are relatively easy to make. You can just search a recipe and make that. Really not too difficult. I'm going to take a lever, and now just to make this, we're going to shove it under there. And the thing with the Stirling engine is, it takes coal, but it works a lot faster. You could use a normal redstone engine, but it's going to take a lot longer. I'm going to go ahead and power that, and that's going to start cooking up the mixed metal ingots. Now just to speed this up, we can stick another one on top, and this is going to give us the energy to make that. This bit takes a while, especially if you don't turn one of the engines on. But obviously you need to do it. There's probably another way to get this this energy. This is the easiest and cheapest way I've found, just to get it quickly when you needed it. The Stirling Engine recipe, as far as I know, is pretty cheap. So, now, we've got some mixed metal ingots. We're going to take these and we're going to put them in the compressor. And now this is going to give us our advanced alloy. Now, this carbon plate and advanced alloy are all the things we need to make our advanced machine block, which is here. Now, to make an advanced machine block, we're first off going to need just a normal machine block, and it would have made sense to put a crafting table out. Just grab that. Now, pretty simple machine block, refined iron. Now we're going to place that in there. We're going to need 2 of these. So we're going to do this. And there we go. We have our advanced machine block. So we're about a third of the way there. We're nearly done. We can stop this, and just for the sake of it, we can get them cooking. Now, next thing we're going to need is an advanced circuit, which I believe is here. Now, to make these, you're going to need to make a standard circuit. Take all these out. Standard circuit, pretty easy to make. You'll make so many of them. That's not true. But you can see, this is a pretty simple recipe. It's how you make an electronic circuit. And then to make it advanced, you're going to need the redstone, the lapis, and the glowstone. And if I'm not correct, it's set out pretty much like this. I don't think it matters which way round, but there we go. We got our advanced circuits. I don't know what went wrong then, but it's sorted. So there we go. Halfway there. Now the next thing we're going to need is refined iron and an extractor, which we have the refined iron, so we can go ahead and lay that out. And an extractor, which is another simple recipe. You can just search it up, and I believe I put an extractor in here somewhere. There we go, extractor. Take these here, refined iron, and tell you what, whilst we're doing that, we're just going to take this flint. I'm going to show you the macerator, because what we want from this is a flint dust, and I'll show you that's for in a second. But we're going to make our industrial centrifuge, and we're almost done. So you see, if you stayed with this long, it really isn't that much work to make it. But there we go, got our industrial centrifuge. I already got one there, so we're going to leave that. Another thing you need, empty cells. This is just some tin, really cheap to make. You can just make a couple of them, set out like that. Got our empty cells and flint dust. This is one of the many recipes to making silicone cells. This one I found is quite the easiest, because I'm not sure about the other recipes. If I actually just show you, for silicone cells, there's different ones that give you different amounts. If you see it, it says you need 295,000 EU, and early on it's pretty difficult to generate. I found that out the hard way. 20 minutes, 25 minutes making lapis, and it didn't work. But sand is another one. You can use sand. But I found the lowest EU and the lowest time is flint dust, and you can get flint easily. Right, if we take gravel and if we put it in a macerator, that's going to macerate up into flint, and then obviously you can put the flint into the macerator again to get flint dust. So if we just turn this on, you'll see once it starts getting power, with a 5,000 EU, we have to wait for it to generate up and get enough power, and you see it's working. Now this is going to take 50 seconds, and then after 50 seconds you'll see the silicone cell, and I think it's a compressed air cell. So, I hope this has helped you out. I hope I haven't rushed too much. I wanted to make this to make things a lot simpler for you guys, because this did take me a while to do. I had to look through a lot of different things to figure out how to do all of this, and hopefully I've just made it that little bit simpler. Like I say, silicone cells are probably one of the more difficult ingredients to get to make a solar panel, and then from a solar panel you're going to probably want to go to an advanced solar panel, which also uses alloys, but you know, we've learned how to make alloys. That's one thing. And if we look, here we go, the flint dust, and this is going to carry on making it so long as you've got flint dust. Now, you're going to have, I think it's 2 empty cells and 8 flint dust in at a time for it actually to start, and you're going to get a silicon cell and a compressed air cell. So there we go. I hope this has helped you out, guys. I know I had a lot of trouble with it to begin with, but you know, maybe it's a bit more simpler for you now. If you enjoyed the video, a like, I really appreciate it. Next episode I'll be going over overclockers, because since TechIt, and since Feed the Beast actually, the recipe for overclockers is a bit different. So I'll be going over that. Until next time, Merry Christmas. A little bit early. Yeah, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.